What is going on, my friends? Dr. Bruce here, founder director of 90 Day Sales Manager and the host of the Solopreneur Movement podcast. Very excited to share with you a funnel concept I learned a few years ago that has changed the game for my business, but it's also something that I've really learned that a lot of salespeople, specifically in housing and banking, really lack. You know, if you're in real estate, mortgage, title, insurance, financial services, there's a concept called the funnel system. And this was taught to me a few years ago by my dear good friend and one of our certified coaches, Joey Abdula. And I was calling this the Joey funnel, but the reality is this is just out there. And this is common knowledge really in the real estate community. But on average, a real estate agent or a loan officer has 25 conversations any given month. And typically only one of those people, one of those consumers actually turns into a motivated buyer or a deal to close within those 30, 60, 90 days, right? And so I want to get on the whiteboard, or I want to screen share with you today and really show you what this looks like. You know, we have a selling system or a category in our selling system called the someday category, which is really all about this, right? Because most people in sales, they have that sales roller coaster. And that's really, especially for those of you who work in commoditized industries and are solopreneurs, right? So a solopreneur, just to reiterate the podcast premise here, because I coach hundreds, if not thousands of people every single year. And most of you are solopreneurs. Most of you, it falls solely on you to do your sales, your service, your marketing, your operations. And of course, all of this is managing your own emotions and managing your mindset. Okay. So I have just learned that a lot of salespeople kind of fly by the seat of their pants. You know, they love instant gratification. Instant gratification is these deals that kind of fall into their pockets, and they could close that within a short period of time. But the reality is the pros pro, the professionals professional out there have a proactive prospecting system. And so I want to teach you my someday category to help you really avoid the sales roller coaster that a lot of us are on. And that's tied to this funnel. So if you're watching this on video, I'm going to share my screen with you here. So that way you can actually look at what this looks like for you in terms of the funnel, right? So again, on average, a real estate agent goes out there and has 25 contacts every single month. A contact literally could be they go to the grocery store and they talk to somebody and real estate gets brought up, right? They're flying from one city to another and real estate gets brought up. Somebody calls them and asks them about a listing that they have, right? So this is just law of average. Everybody's different, right? We're all at different places in our careers. Some people might have 100 conversations every single month about real estate. But again, on average, somebody has 25 contacts. Again, a definition of a contact is a prospective buyer or seller who contacts an agent about real estate. Okay, so this could be hosting your own open houses, the traffic that comes through that. This could be you posting something online. This could be you picking up the phone and actually talking to people. This could be many different types of things. And based on the stats, when we look at them, basically 2 to 3 people will actually be interested, will be motivated buyers where they're like saying, hey, I would love to buy or sell within the next 90 days. Like that's kind of the time frame, hence why my program is called 90 Day Sales Manager that I run and treat my business. So it really is a question is, are you a motivated buyer, meaning that you're really serious about buying or selling within the next 90 days, at the very most 6 months? Okay. And then we get into one of those deals will actually transpire within that 30, 60, 90-day window is basically what the math is telling us there. Okay. So the question becomes, again, whether you're in real estate, you're a real estate agent or a loan officer, the question then becomes, well, what happens with those 24 people who did not buy within that 3 to 6 month process or that 3 to 6 month period? That's why I created a someday category. The someday category, if we just go by this average, means, let's just say you have on average 25 people that you're consistently putting into your someday category month after month after month. So within a 90-day process, you might have 50 to 75 people in just your someday category now that you're consistently following up with over the next year. So again, this is why marketing is so important. This is why having a database is so important. This is why having a message is so important. This is why being consistent with your prospecting is so important. So I just love breaking this down in the science because the numbers never lie. Right? At the end of the day, sales is simply a game of probability. All we're trying to do is drastically increase the probability of you being more successful. So what are you doing to stay in front of those 24 to 25 people every single month who come into your life, who express some kind of interest and are going to buy someday, right? That's the someday category for me. In my selling system, I have my help list. My help list is to say, I think I can help anybody out there on planet Earth, right? If you're in my world, if I'm a coach and I coach commoditized salespeople in real estate, mortgage, title, insurance, financial services, right? If you fall into that bucket, I think I can help any of you out there, but I don't know until I have that first conversation. And within that first conversation, I share my opportunity statement. This is what I believe. This is why I believe it. This is how I can help you. This is who I've done it for. This is how I do it differently. If I can help you, just like I helped all these other people, and you fit my filter and you believe I can help you get to a better point in life, then what would stop us from getting started? Then if they do fit my filter, they go into my fight club. And the fight club guys in this system that you're looking at right here, that would be basically those 1 to 3 people. They would go into the fight club where we're saying, hey, over the next 90 days, I'm going to fight to earn this business, right? If they're a motivated buyer, they're going to use somebody. I'm really good at what I do. I'm going to fight to earn the business. But again, what happens though to those 23 to 25 other people according to this funnel? Well, if they still fit your filter, somebody you want to do business with, right? Then you keep them in you put them in your someday category. At someday, I am going to do business with you. I'm going to follow up with you, whether it's once a month, whether it's once a quarter, right? I'm going to consistently pump out information that's relevant to you. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to have my weekly or my bi-weekly or my monthly newsletter goes out to you, right? I'm going to make sure that I add you on social media. So the someday category, I truly believe people are losing out on millions and millions of dollars in production because they are not consistent and disciplined to the selling system, especially when it comes to the secondary categories. That is what separates the pros, the professionals in sales. So I would ask you, what are you doing to stay relevant, to stay involved in the lives of people who are not those 1 or 2 people who are going to be buying over the next 90 days, right? That will really separate you and your business for the long term. And I know this is where a lot of people struggle because they're not consistent. They don't have a disciplined selling system. They're not consistent with their marketing and their messaging, right? They're not consistent with their follow-up. The fortune is always in the follow-up. So just think about this right now. And for you as a solopreneur, what's the system then? What's the system for you to consistently keep your someday categories filled, right? And every 90 days, guys, you can pull from that someday category and put them back onto your help list, right? I did a podcast a couple of weeks ago called Acres of Diamonds. Most of us are sitting on acres of diamonds already within our own pipelines and our database of people. We don't necessarily have to keep going out there and getting brand new people if we just work the muscle, if we just work the system of our current database of people. So I hope this helps you. And as always, if you're interested in coaching, go to 90daysales.com. If you're interested in hiring me as a speaker, I am doing a lot of year-end speaking engagements right now going into Q1. So go to brucelund.com if you want more information to hire me as a speaker. But as always, I hope I came into your life this week with some kind of relevant information to help you go and grow your business on a consistent, disciplined basis. Thank you so much.